Welcome to the college football playoff. The season's had plenty of ups and downs, and all the drama has led up to this point, the first round of the 12-team playoff. And a home field advantage for one side. This place is rocking. This is a very intriguing matchup. One team that earned the right to host this game and enjoyed tremendous crowd support against another team that slipped into the playoff, trying to establish a tradition now of upsets in the first round of the CFP. As we'll see the number 11 seed in this playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the number 6 seed in the playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. We have been waiting for this, the college football playoff with an on-campus environment. Can't wait to get this going. The kickoff team is out there, great energy as this college football playoff gets underway. He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's... Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Short loss on the play sets up 2nd and long from the 18. Testing the right side here. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Well, a good run here and a great reminder of what the Sooners are all about. I know they've had quarterbacks that have gone on to win the Heisman in recent years, and Sam Bradford and Jason White and Kyler Murray, Baker Mayfield, all great players. But, man, I think Oklahoma, I still think of them running the football with Barry Switzer. Option play, pitching it to the backs. Billy Sims, who won the Heisman. But DeMarco Murray and, of course, Adrian Peterson, Marcus DeCurry. So great history, not just the quarterbacks, but running the football in Norman, Oklahoma.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
But the linebackers and really the quarterback and the defense on this play diagnosed that read
young man,
and executed it flawlessly. He just flew in and blew up the option play for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Quick throw to the left. He makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
And the Sooners pick up enough yardage for a first down. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. Fighting off the defender. And the tackle is made. Not the big play that we're looking for, but a pretty solid game.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to their offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Side you going to.
They're going to run it. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He's past the marker and still going.
Well, I think we could all see how tough it is to control this guy under center against this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we could see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
Third down and short on the 9th play of this opening drive. And they pick up the first on the ground.
Whoa.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. And he finds his target. He has the first. Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll try the option play here. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback does everything right except pitch the football. The defensive end's going to take him, which is great. That's what you want. But you got to get that ball out quicker to not allow that defensive end to make that play.
The opening drive that will not end, but now it's 3rd and long. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot
in front of the line of scrimmage, right?
And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. And he's got it from 48 yards out, showing off the big leg.
A lot of hitting in that first drive.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will make the first down. Tackled at the 26.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? On the ground, it's Johnson.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Trying to extend the play. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He pulls in the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
And the tailback's got it again. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Third down play now, trying to keep this impressive drive going. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Lucky. Stop. Stop it.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? Brought down, but is past the line to gain.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You can really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
Georgia setting up for the 1st and 10 now. Ball handed off. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Important 2nd down play coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Get it.
So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
And he finds the running back in the flat. And they get him down after the completion.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
1st and 10 play coming up.
Let's go.
Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they catch him? And he takes it into the end zone. Let's check and see what that marker is about.
Let's go.
The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the
I read
play.
that one.
See if they can convert the point after. No problem with the PHC. The lead 14-3. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 17.
Read that one.
Better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff here from the shotgun. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Defense reacts quickly. A very short game.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Receivers are bunched together. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. The Sooners looking to run some tempo here. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Get up too much. Let's see. See what?
On their own side of the 50, but they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Time ticking away. Time for just 1 more play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. Now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Sooners will kick it deep to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They get the second half started with a running play. In the clear at the 25. He has first down yardage at the 46.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball, pick up yards like this, really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And you'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
And then first down, right back to the running game. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Breaking free at the 35. It's a huge gain across midfield. Ball will be spotted about the 31.
That's crazy. Them Dukes is crazy, dog.
This first down for the Georgia
Them Dukes is crazy. I ain't gonna hold
being
you.
able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football.
Slow as you've
Georgia
ever
does
seen.
that as well as anybody.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. Trying to find room. It's Johnson. And the runner brought down after just a short gain. Third and short now for the offense for the plus 25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? And here's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. Nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead, you keep working that clock, trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up
got all the way down to the wall.
This offense.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
The Dogs will line up now. It's 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Dogs. And they'll set up with PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. offense is back on the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Real.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The game makes it second and medium. It's a toss to the left side.
There we go.
Gain brought down short of the marker.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Running back grabs it on the screen. Finds room at the 30. They finally get him down, but a solid gain in that screen pass. Good call there.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. Let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Wide open.
Moving out of the pocket now.
Oh, I thought he was going to go to the other dude. I'll take that too.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Here's the second down play. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Got him for a sack. A big play made by one of the senior leaders of this defense.
Boy, what an incredible push by this defensive line. And if you're going to survive in the SEC, the teams that really separate themselves are the teams that have great defensive linemen, especially in the interior. And Georgia has had an incredible legacy over the years. And it's nice to see that this player right here is trying to live up to that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He's escaping the pocket now. Spinning out of the tackle.
Wow.
After a solid gain, more than enough to pick
Whole
up
defense should be fired on that play.
Nice job of this defense taking away the primary receiver, even the second and third option. But the quarterback's legs are the difference. They almost kept him short, but instead, he gets that first down.
On the move, looking deep. Catch made down inside the 15. And he finally steps out of bounds after a huge gain. It'll be first down and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Throw to the running back in the flat. Brought down at the 5 after the completion. Defense getting pushed back.
He's tackled at the 5-yard line. It's now second and goal.
The ball's up.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Georgia 21, Oklahoma 3.
Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. Pass ball is incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. We'll check that out. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. They break the huddle on third and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And the scramble moves it closer to the goal line. The defense
Hey.
able to grab it.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. I thought he was going to be able to find a way to get to the end zone. He is such a threat when he takes off. He pulls that ball down and tries to get to the end zone on these scrambles, but the defense just keeps him out of the goal line.
A field goal here doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 on 4th down. Quarterback keeps the football, and he'll make it in for the score.
Wow.
Touchdown, Oklahoma.
I was falling.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
They make the extra point, but trail 21-10.
That makes the score.
Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the kick travels out of bounds. That's a flag, of course, but the onside kick fails. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. They'll hand it off. Tackle made, but the gain moves the ball to the 30.
Boy, another nice game by this back. He has had a beautiful day today running the football, just kind of in that zone, and a big reason why they have a nice lead today.
First down here for this offense. Here comes a handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Now rolling out to his left. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but man, make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Not much on that play, brought down short. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Touchdown, Georgia. Strong game by this quarterback.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in it.
They'll try to add the lead now to the PAT. Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 during the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. They get him down after a short return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 43.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Rush set it down for the offense. First down. Ball handed off. A change of direction. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Takes the handoff again. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
They'll try to run for the first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch them and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.
All right, y'all. Peace.